Je suis Promise Akante. J'aime mon pays, le Cameroun, de tout cœur et j'en suis fier. Je dis non à la violence, non au tribalisme et non à toute forme de manipulation.
Ensemble, main dans la main pour préserver l'unité de notre cher et beau pays, le Cameroun.
C'est un message de Royalfm, la radio des auditeurs.
The 6 a.m. with Macwalter, Njapteh.
Good morning. It is 6 a.m. in the Creek town of Tiko, Fako division of the Southwest region, and it is same time in Kame, Yaoundé, headquarter of Royalfm 88.4. And you're welcome to the 6 a.m. newscast with Macwalter Njapteh. Up next are the main stories. The major national dialogue has officially opened at the Yaoundé Conference Center and enters day 2 today, with measures to end the ongoing Anglophone crisis being sought. And still in this edition of the news, the International Day of Older Persons will be celebrated today in Cameroon and worldwide under the theme, The Journey to Age Equality. Once more, welcome to this edition of the 6 a.m. news on Royal 88.4. The historic major national dialogue summoned by the President of the Republic, Paul Biya, to solve the Anglophone crisis has officially opened at the Yaoundé Conference Center with over 1,000 persons and over 400 delegates marking effective presence. The opening ceremony was chaired by PM Joseph Diongute, who in his speech said, amongst other things, that the dialogue will bring an end to the crisis in the affected regions while counting on the contribution of all. The opening ceremony was also marked by the participation of some ex-Amber fighters who apologized to the entire country for taking up arms against their own government, but urged the government to look into the deep-rooted causes of the crisis. Meanwhile, during the commission session, the various bureaus for the 8 different commissions were set up, with 6 out of 8 being headed by Anglophones. In the following soundbite, we listen to the testimony of one of the ex-fighters speaking at the opening ceremony.
Mr. Chairman of the Dialogue Committee, I greet you. I stand here for the fact that I was one of those boys at the bush. So I worked with them. I do everything with them. So as they convinced me to go to the bush, they told me that it's only 2 months that we're going to have our job because we were jobless. They told us that highest is 2 months and we will have something doing. So we waited for about 2 years to 3 years that there's nothing. So we decided to drop down our arms to come and beg you people for forgiveness and beg that you people should forgive us for whatsoever we've done. Even though we were very, very angry, but we are begging for forgiveness. That
the spokesperson of the former Amber fighters who have been integrated into the National Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration Committee, Kawa Julius, expressed the reasons for their taking up of arms in the following soundbite.
What are the possibilities for them to come back home? For us to talk, it's all about we need to go back to the cause of this problem. What happened before we come out, pick up guns to fight our nation? Some of this reason is very simple, which is marginalization. We were treated as second-class citizens in our own father's land. If you are in your own country and a proud citizen of your country, are you sure you're going to take such thing? If we all are Cameroonians, why were we treated that way? Those are the reasons why we pick up guns to fight our government. And some of these reasons why we decided to lay down our arms is because we realized that this government is more than us for us to fight. But at least we have let them know that we are angry, and that is why we all are here.
We now listen to the speech of the chairperson of the major national dialogue, Prime Minister Joseph Diongute, in the opening ceremony.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the major national dialogue convened by the President of the Republic to bring together Cameroonians of goodwill in the same place and space offers us the unexpected opportunity for a collective start aimed at finding concrete and pragmatic solutions, far from petty squabbles to the problems that have separated us physically and intellectually in recent times. This dialogue offers us the opportunity to find in the model of the commitment of our country's founding fathers the strength to transcend our differences and to make our cultural diversity a source of wealth for our people. If history has made us heirs to two official languages, English and French, we should use them as a source of opportunity and not as a source to undermine our living together. We should make them levers of our social progress and not obstacles leading us towards the unknown abyss of division and separation.
Cameroonians from the different regions of origin living in Yaoundé say they hope this dialogue will put an end to the crisis, as we hear in the following Vox Pop.
I hope that this problem should be solved so that my business will continue as it was before, because we have suffered a lot. You know, all of us know what has been happening. Each time they want to take these people to the court, it's always locked down and we don't have goods to sell. And we are praying that everything should come back to normal.
They should solve the problem in a good manner so that I should have my thing to sell, feed my family, because I always survive because of this vegetable. Without Baminda, I can't live.
We still need peace in our country. I am praying, dear God, to bring us peace.
Pray for the dialogue to come with peace in the entire Cameroon, not only southwest or northwest, the entire Cameroon, because all over the country, everybody is feeling already the pains.
Cameroonians expressing their wish as this dialogue unfolds. For today's program, Tuesday, October 1, 2019, 9 to 11 a.m. committee sessions, 11 a.m. to 11:30 coffee break, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. lunch break, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. committee sessions, and 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. coffee break, 5:30 to 7 p.m. coffee session, and supper break. Meanwhile, the spokesperson of the major national dialogue, George Iwane, at the end of yesterday's session at the Congress Center, briefed the press that all subjects are being discussed. He also said, amongst several things, that other burning issues are being ironed out, as well as federalism, decentralization, presidential term of office, and the electoral code. He went further to debunk allegations that the ex-fighters presented during the opening ceremony were fake. And on to something else. Today, October 1, Cameroon joins the rest of the world in commemorating the International Day of Older Persons. The day, adopted in 1990 by the UN General Assembly in its resolution 45/106, is celebrated by raising awareness about the issues affecting the elderly, such as senescence and elder abuse. It is also a day to appreciate the contribution that older persons make to the society, and the 2019 theme of the day is the journey to age equality. Plan International Cameroon has launched a campaign to roll back cholera in the far north region of Cameroon. The officials said the purpose of the caravan was to provide the inhabitants knowledge to effectively prevent and combat the spread of the epidemics. And now on to sports. Cameroon's under-17 national football team were expected to have left the country last night to Brazil for acclimatization and preparation ahead of the under-17 World Cup in Brazil. Before the team's departure to Brazil, a farewell ceremony for the boys of Coach Thomas Libi was organized yesterday at the Ministry of Sport and Physical Education. The team will spend 3 weeks campaigning or acclimatizing in Brazil before the start of the Continental Jamboree. And that is where we put a stop to the 6 a.m. morning news of Royal FM 88.4. And we were technically guided by Romeo Kume at the audio console, Simon Sunjo at the camera for live broadcast on our Facebook page, Royal FM Cameroon. Editorial coaching, Carol Pudance, TNC, Copyright Clark, Yannick Ngele with general coordination, Roshi Kiak de Kikian for general supervision, Reverend Pastor Emmanuel Noibisai. Adianko for presentation, my humble self, Macwalter, Njapteh, giving way for La Matinale Royale with Jean-Claude Ngué. Bonjour Jean-Claude Ngué.
Good morning, Macwalter. Bonjour aussi à Romain Découlé et puis à Simon Sandor de l'autre côté de la cabine technique.
Comment a été la nuit?
Une nuit assez calme, assez reposée, avec une oreille très attentive tournée vers le palais de Congrès de Yaoundé. Et naturellement, nous tous encore Camerounais, nous sommes en train d'attendre véritablement que la foule blanche puisse apparaître, nous permettant forcément de retrouver cette sérénité, cette paix que nous entendons pour notre cher et beau pays, le Cameroun.
Listeners, don't change the dial. Keep listening to Royalfm 88.4.
Ensemble, oui, la main dans la main.
Pokeya Raïssa Moko, gebe journaliste Royal FM, go uchang singwag Cameroun beta pays de paix. Poke changche, au chang pukungwok awe gechatewo.
Je suis Eric Christian Kwam. J'aime mon pays, le Cameroun, et j'en suis fier. Je dis non à la violence, non au tribalisme, non à la manipulation.
Je suis